Hello, everybody. Welcome into your Talking Fitchburg headlines on this Friday, September 23rd, 2022. I'm Jeremy Crosby. Hope you're ready for the weekend. I know I am, and ready for your headlines. A lot of headlines to get to. Let's talk about absentee voting. Absentee voting is about to get underway. Here is the information. All voters in Wisconsin can request an absentee ballot to be mailed to them for any reason. Voters must be registered before they can request an absentee ballot. Voters may request the absentee ballot in writing. To request an absentee ballot on MyVote, you can go on to myvote.wi.gov and get the information. You must provide a photo ID with your absentee ballot request. More information on the photo ID can be found at that website. So September 22nd, that was the deadline for municipal clerks to send absentee ballots to voters with an active request already on file. Municipal clerks can begin mailing absentee ballots once official ballots are received and have until September 22nd to send the ballots to all voters who request it on file that day. Requests received after the 22nd must be fulfilled within 24 to 48 hours of the business hours of the time that they put in the ballot. November 3rd at 5 p.m. is the deadline to request an absentee ballot to regular or permanent overseas voters. November 4th at 5 p.m. is the deadline to request an absentee ballot if you're definitely confined and military. October 25th and possibly through November 6th, a deadline for in-person absentee voting can possibly request an absentee ballot in person in the normal clerk's office through November 6th. Office hours may vary by municipality. We'll have ours posted up when we know them. November 8th at 5 p.m. is the deadline for hospitalized voters. Voters who are in the hospital may request a ballot brought to the appointment agent at the hospital if they were in 7 days preceding the election. And November 8th at 5 p.m. is the deadline request for absentee ballot for military. If a voter is a military, then your absentee ballot request may be received to the municipal clerk no later than 5 p.m. on November 8th. And finally, on Election Day, November 8th at 8 p.m., it's deadline to return any absentee ballots. If you have already received an absentee ballot, you must return the absentee ballot by mail or deliver to your polling location, which is where our clerks will be. Your ballot must be received in the municipal clerk no later than 8 p.m. on election evening. And turning our attention to the election wards, we have a new ward that's been added as part of the annexation of the town of Madison. So let's take a look at this. District number 1, you're voting at Catholic Multicultural Center at 5256 Verona Road in Fitchburg. District 2, you're at the Wyndham Garden Hotel, 2969 Cahill, Maine. And then there's 2 District 3s, so let's talk about those. District 3 wards 11, 12, 13, and 14, you're at the Fitchburg Community Center, 5510 Lacey Road. And the other side of District 3 now, which again is in the town of Madison area, and they are part of this, is wards 23, 24, and 25. You're voting at Doxa Church, 2700 Novation Parkway. Will be at Fitchburg. And then finally, District 4, you're voting at Fire Station number 1. That's located at 5791 Lacey Road in Fitchburg. This week is Farm Safety Week. Ahead of the harvest season, it's time to remember to slow down and watch out for those tractors and implements being out on the road. And that said, comes as fall arrives. It's a good reminder for motorists to stay alert for slow-moving farm vehicles and equipment. Be careful and watch for equipment to do turns. Remember, you cannot pass any tractor in a no passing zone. You cannot pass a tractor in a no passing zone. So keep that in mind. Happening next week, we have the celebration for National Senior Center Month on Reimagining Aging. Come on out on the 27th. That's a Tuesday night from 5 to 8 p.m. for food, drinks, and the Red Hot Horn Dogs taking the stage at 6 p.m. There'll also be demos and, of course, chance for you to talk with Senior Center staff and check out our Senior Center. Local fall fun, if you're looking for some fun this fall, we've got Apple Garden here in our backyard. And they shared some cool pictures here, and I wanted to share them with you. They say it's a great time to be picking apples and pumpkins. They got Jonathan, they got Cortland, they got the Gala, they got the Max, they got the Hearthless Son. And Honey Chris bagged in the farm store. So if you're looking for a good holiday fun piece to do this weekend, you can look no further than stopping by one of our locals here in Fitchburg, Apple Garden. Fun place to go. Have a great weekend, everybody.